Welcome once again to our continuing YouTube video series on franchising your business. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and I'm a franchising lawyer. And in this particular YouTube video, we're going to be discussing one of the key rules that you got to keep in mind throughout the entire franchising process when dealing with prospective franchisees, and even afterwards. It's whether it's prospective franchisees, whether you're on a marketing tour at trade shows and selling the franchise, whether you're talking about the business, even afterwards, once the business is rolling. And that rule is make no projections, make no promises, make no assurances, especially when it comes to the success of the business and the financial numbers of the business. Now, why do I say this? It's something I've discerned as a lawyer, from the very clever lawyers, representatives that I've dealt with in the franchising world, and that they drum into all their representatives. And I've seen this for years and years now. And I've told my own clients this for years and years, that you cannot promise anything to a franchisee, a prospective franchisee, somebody who might be interested in the business, because of the way the law works, and the law being designed to protect the little guys, the franchisees, against you, the proverbial big, all-powerful franchisor who's offering up a business. So what have the larger franchisors done from the outset, and what do all franchisors need to do? They need to focus on the real primary thing that you cannot promise. You cannot provide assurances. You cannot say that if you do this, you'll make this much money. You'll get this much success. There is so much uncertainty in any business. And much of the uncertainty and the potential lies in where the franchise is located, what the franchisee does, and how hard the franchisee works. And just oftentimes pure luck. But what will happen, unfortunately, is franchisees who don't work hard, locate their business in the wrong place, are in unfortunate circumstances, whether it's an economic downturn in the city or town that they're located in, or what have you, or one of their employees does something wrong and they mess up a big contract and word gets out about the contract, or for any number of other reasons, or even new competition comes in that pushes them out. What they will look to do all too often is challenge the franchisor if they've made those promises. They'll say, you promised me this, you assured me this, these are your projections. And they'll have grounds that they believe will allow them to challenge you. And that is not something you want to have in place. You do not want to have them having the ability to challenge you. Instead, what you need to be doing is forcing it upon everybody who speaks on behalf of the franchisor, including yourself, that the lawyers have dictated to you that unfortunately you cannot offer promises, assurances, projections, any type of certainty. That is a determination that the franchisee has to make on their own. You will provide them appropriate information that is developed with a knowledgeable lawyer as to what can be offered up. But beyond that, you should not be offering up anything further. You have to be cautious, because even though people might come off as very committed to working hard, pushing hard, and being fully committed to your business model and your business, the reality is that that is not always the case. They might sell you a great story about how hardworking they are, but then things go wrong, and there's nothing to do with respect to yourself. It is things that might be as a result of the franchisee, or it might be just circumstance dictates that stuff happens. And unfortunately, because you're the franchisor and you've taken considerable amount of money from them, you are one of the parties that is very likely for them to come after. So what happens is you've exposed yourself if you've made promises, assurances, provided projections to legal action. And that is something that you do not want to do. So, focus. Abide by this rule, and you will save you a lot of headache going forward. And how do you do it? You work with knowledgeable legal counsel who can work through all your print documentation, all your oral communications, your interviewing process, even your core legal documents and how that's sold off. Marketing materials, you want to be extremely careful. Marketing conversations, extremely careful. And operate by this rule. And it will save you a lot of headache and a lot of legal cost. And even if you are challenged, at the very least, you will have a strong legal defense and you will limit their ability to challenge you based on your preparation and precautionary stance. I trust you found this YouTube video informative. If you're looking for franchising legal services, in launching a franchise system, in expanding your franchise system, or operating your franchise system, please do not hesitate to contact us, as that is a core legal practice of our law firm. Thank you.